So the first thing we're going to talk about today is choosing the proper social media platform for you to focus your energy on. And the reason we're talking about that is because we have Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, Twitter. There's all kinds of different places. Now, the number one thing we got to figure out is where you're going to spend your time. And there's one way that we do that, and that's we first start by determining where your customer spends their time. And one way we do that here at Triton Commerce is to create a persona. And with these personas, we'll kind of design out exactly who our customer is, or at least our key customers. And here we got example persona here. It's just a very simple one. And you can see here is Marketing Maggie. This would be for a B2B if you're targeting a marketing expert or marketing manager. You can see here she's 32, married with a 2-year-old son. She lives in Maple Grove, Minnesota. She communicates through calls, emails, texts, and Snapchat, and generally in that order. And her top social media that she uses, we defined as Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And then we got some pain points here and different things that we identify as to why someone might, choose us, right? So as you go through and you create these personas, you notice here we identified that Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn is where she spends most of her time. So now we kind of have an idea, and you can create multiple personas based on, if you think there's multiple customers that you might have. So now that we've identified that those are that LinkedIn and Instagram are the top two that she uses along with Facebook, now we can kind of create our strategy around targeting her on those platforms, and that's where we're going to spend our time. Now, if you have multiple personas, you can create maybe 2 or 3, and then you'll see there'll be some overlap. You'll see that different age groups or different professionals might all share, Facebook or Instagram. If you're targeting a younger demographic, maybe B2C, you might notice a lot of your customers overlap on TikTok. And those type of things are going to help you identify where you should be spending your focus. So we like to start with a persona that gives us a way to visualize who our customers really are, where they're spending their time. You can do some research based on age groups and where they spend their time on social media if you really want to know, or you just got to start asking your customers, right? And the next thing to choose the right social media for your company is to post what you're capable of doing. So, and what I mean by that is, maybe you're a great dancer, maybe you're a horrible dancer, maybe you don't want to dance at all, right? So maybe at that point, maybe TikTok isn't a great thing for you, at least not with some of the fads, right? So, but if maybe you're a carpenter or a roofer, but you're really good at taking pictures of your work, right? And you've identified that some of your customers are on Facebook and Instagram, and that's something you're capable of doing, right? And you're going to do it. If you're doing within your capabilities and what you feel comfortable doing, you're more apt to actually be active in your social media profile. So what I mean by that is find something that you're comfortable doing, something you're capable of doing, and then gravitate towards that. Try not to go outside of your comfort zone too much. If you find that your demographic is younger, they're on TikTok, and you're a really entertaining person, you might find some success there. And that's, everybody's going to find their own way to do that. So those would be the ways to identify the social media locations that I would use to identify where I'm going to place my target or to place my most of my time. And then as we move forward in this episode, we'll talk about different ways that you can put together that social media content.